All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol IDEX, Ideanomics Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I just want to quickly announce that I have a Twitter account. The link is down below in the description. You can find notifications on there that you might miss here on YouTube. And stay tuned till the end of this video because I have a new ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list, and it's been downgraded by analysis ratings, and there's so much potential moving forward that this could be only a temporary pullback. So stay tuned for that towards the end of this video. We're going to go over the chart and the ticker symbol. So IDX stock has actually had a run. What a run. So IDX is now waking up from being a sleeping giant, as they call it, right? We've been finally seeing it move up, and it's not reacting the same as before. You know, I've talked about it in previous videos. We want to watch this carefully, see what's going on, how this stock is reacting, how quickly is it moving upwards and downwards, because it's done this twice to us already in the last 7-month period, right? And here we are seeing it run up. It was pulling back, and we said, okay, let's watch this carefully. If it doesn't break through 270 or 273, give or take, then that's a good sign. It pulled right back up, and then it was hanging out within this area for some time, and now we're seeing another run. We're watching it hold itself up in the $3 area to not come back down to the 270, and we didn't want the 270 to come back down to the 180, 190, and neither did we want it to see it back in the 160, because this is where it all started after this pullback for some time, and here we are seeing it move upwards. Now, the question is, could this upward movement continue? It certainly can. We've talked about it in previous videos, how IDEX has so much potential, and a lot of people are giving it a price target of $4 to $5, which is pretty reasonable in the short term, but in the long term, IDEX has so much more room. We just have to watch it carefully as it doesn't come right back down to these lows that we've talked about previously, because then if it's coming right back down as it went up, and then it starts doing this type of effect again, or what we saw here, and hang out downwards and up and down with the volatility, but hitting newer lows for months, that will not be a good sign at all. But right now, we're seeing this run up, slight pullbacks, runs right back up to newer highs, slight pullback, and here we are breaking through newer highs. And the most important number is way up here at 475. So I want every single investor to be aware. If we break through 475, we are going to see newer highs and newer resistance levels being broken through by IDX stock. So keep that in mind. Ideanomics Inc. is running, and it's working its way up. So I look forward to seeing your guys' opinion, thoughts, or what you're seeing on the chart overall, and how you feel about this one moving forward. So I look forward to seeing your comments down below. So here we are. 50-day moving average is 348. As long as we're above it, bullish territory. The moment we're below it, bearish territory. So I want to talk about the first support in bearish territory. That's 342. So if this pulls back in that direction, 342 right now is an important support level to look at for the next coming days and throughout the week. If this pulls right back down in that downward volatility, it could end up in bearish territory and below the 50-day moving average. Now, support level that's a little bit before the 50-day moving average is 353. So I want you guys to dissect this up as much as possible, because this moved up pretty fast. Let's see if it consolidates somewhere up here, or is it going to pull back down quickly. So we want to have these points of reference in mind. So 353 is a support between support level and the 50-day moving average to see how it's reacting. Our current support is 364. That's the lowest point that we saw before this ran up to this point of the newest high reached in the day. So 364, very important support level to watch and see how the stock's reacting and how quickly is it moving to newer lows, if it gets broken through, and how it reacts between this support, the next support, and the 50-day moving average, if the bulls are trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. So keep that in mind. Our resistance level is 421. That needs to be broken through. I want every single investor to be aware of that. We're currently sitting at 413, 412, give or take, but 421 needs to be broken through by the bulls, turned into a support so they can pull upwards to newer highs, new resistance levels, and work their way up to those highs previously made that we've seen in the chart way up here at that point of 475. That is probably one of the most important points moving forward for this stock to reach newer highs, newer resistance levels, and get up deeper into bullish territory, further away from the 50-day moving average. But before getting anywhere, 421 needs to be broken through. I want to emphasize that, and the bulls need to turn it into a support so they can work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I'm going to pull up the chart and the ticker symbol that you want to add to your watch list and keep on your radar moving forward. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is a ticker symbol that has been pulled back and down since earnings date, and also analysis ratings have been reiterated on the downside. So it's being pulled down by analysis ratings, and also since the date of earnings, there's been some sell-off. Now that could be some profit taking, uncertainty, or that analysis ratings is having some effect on the stock. That is why this is one to definitely have on your radar and keep on your watch list, because it's a proven and well-known company and it could be a temporary pullback. This ticker symbol is INTC. Once again, the ticker symbol is INTC, and that is Intel Corp. Now, one thing I do want you guys to keep in mind is the fact that it does have room to pull down even more. I'm not saying that this is the bottom, but it's looking like it's holding itself up. So we want to watch this closely. Now, if you're really going to watch this closely moving into the next coming days and weeks, one of the points I will look at is down here at 51, right? From where it currently sits at 55. The next point would be down here at 49. And then I would just look down here at the very bottom, since way back here at 45. Now, it hit other lows throughout the year, but I will look at it from 45, 49, 51, and then where we're currently at to kind of just dissect this chart as much as possible to have some type of idea of how it's reacting within these levels. But this is definitely one you want to have on your watch list moving forward, because this could be a temporary pullback. And even if it goes lower, it's going to be a temporary pullback, because if we look at the market cap of this company, it's in the billions, right? And for the price that it is, the average volume is pretty high, you know, and today's volume was not too bad either. So, I mean, there's a lot of movement going on here. And when you look at their net profit, I mean, it's pretty reasonable. They're still with room to grow, and there's just so much potential. And this is a proven company. Now, it took a big hit back here around August, and even here in October, once things started to get a little bit more official that they were no longer having their largest account, which was with Apple. Then it brought itself right back up. So I believe this is a temporary pullback, and there's two ways to look at it. Either an opportunity or an opportunity to stay away. But usually these temporary pullbacks are opportunities. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position on Intel Corp or INTC stock, but I am here to enlighten you guys on stocks that are looking like an opportunity due to temporary setbacks, either profit taking after earnings and uncertainty because of the analysis ratings. This could be the bottom here, but I'm not saying it is. It could actually continue to pull down. And then we have our other points to look at, $51, $49, and $45. If it breaks through all of those, but beyond 45, we could see newer lows. But I mean, like I said, that's when you have to reanalyze what's going on. So this is definitely one to keep in mind. And if it consolidates within this area, it could mean that there is no longer a newer low. That was as far as it was going to go. But I said it could mean that. That's why you need to watch this carefully. But at the end of the day, INTC is a well-known company, large market cap, and revenue is coming in every single quarter for this one. I mean, you could just see it. It's been growing every single year. And when you go to quarterly, I mean, it's just phenomenal. They're in the billions of revenue and net income. So very interesting stuff for this to be pulled down like that significantly. And with all the AI and these chip makers and all this opportunity of innovation, INTC is going to get a market share of that regardless. So I could see this having way more room in the upward direction regardless of how low it goes. So something to keep in mind. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.